Gentlemen, she's planning a girls' weekend. Watch this video before it's too late. Let's go. Hey, good day, gentlemen. Welcome to the Remarkable Man Project. I'm Dwayne Klassen, and I'm so glad you're here. Because today, gentlemen, this one is like the other shoe is about to drop. Yeah, because fellas, if your girlfriend or your wife is planning to go on a girls' weekend, maybe it's to Vegas, maybe it's to the spa, maybe it is to another city, it's a stagette, maybe it is a girls' night out. I need you to lean in because this is one of the most important relationship red flags and warnings that you're ever going to hear. So if your wife or girlfriend is planning this or has engaged in this, you really need to pay attention, brother. Now, I'm not here to judge, but I'm here to open your eyes before it's too late. Because at the end of this video, I am going to give you the one thing that every man must do to keep his self-respect, keep her respect, and possibly save the relationship. So let's just look at some context here. The cultural narrative is, hey, it's girls' night out. I mean, why be such a hard ass? What's the harm in that? Or the girls' weekend. Hey, we're just going to go to the spa, go to a concert, go to a play, go to a show. It's just going to be harmless fun. And you might even know all the girls that are going. And it could be just like the cover of the brochure, no harm, no foul. But what's not typically talked about is the emotional and physical boundaries that can often get lost in the mix. Now, statistically and anecdotally, a lot of these relationships often go sideways after a girls' weekend or girls' night out, if that is a common practice. You have to look at actually what happens on a girls' weekend or a girls' night out. And let's assume that we're talking about nightclubs, lounges, and areas where alcohol is consumed in quantity. They're blowing off steam. They're having fun. They're doing their thing. Now, if it is in Vegas or Miami or other major metropolitan centers where loose morals, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, that becomes the narrative. It really does. And that's the group think that, hey, who's gonna know? And then you add alcohol and their inhibitions get loosened. And then there's the male attention. Oh, even though they're saying, oh, no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It does. And it happens in the most amazing way in their mind because most of the men that they're going to meet truly want to impress them. Oh, yeah, they're bringing on the charisma, or it might be in the way they dress. And it's sure the hell better than what you typically wear. I want to share a story with you, an experience I had. A few years ago, I had my 40th birthday. What did we do? Well, we went to Vegas. Now, I need you to understand this. All four of us were single. Yeah, all four of us were single. So we were going down to have a wild time and really take it on. And we did. We had the best time. But in our experience, we happened to be at this a lounge in one of the big hotels. I'm not going to name names here, but there was a stagette that was happening at the same time. And we're all pimped out. We're styling. We're doing the peacock thing. And the drinks are flowing. We got our bankrolls are rolling. We're just having the best time. And I'm on the dance floor. And there's all these women from the stagette, and they're all gorgeous. They're all just having the best time. And there's the bride. She's the center of attention. There we are, having a great time. It was awesome. It was off the hook. We were just killing it. And about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm on the mezzanine level, just cooling off. And I'm on the rail, looking down, seeing all the people having a great time. And there was this beautiful woman about 20 feet away from me doing the same thing. And I recognized her from being from the wedding party. So I went up to her, introduced myself. We started chatting. And I said, I understand you're from the wedding party. You're having a good time. Where are you girls from? She goes, oh, we're from San Diego. I went, great. And I'm from Canada. So we got on to different places of the world. She's really pretty. And I'm looking down as I'm talking to her. And I said to her, I said, oh, where's the bride? And she goes, matter of factly, she goes, oh, she's getting laid. And I went, what? What? And she goes, oh, I know it's bad. It's bad. But he's so cute. He's so cute. That was the justification. That was the justification for the bride to go and screw around on her husband. Right. What a cluster that is. And I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Now, on top of that, a night later, I'm at this big blues bar, and the band was incredible, having a great time. And now I'm dancing, and I ended up dancing with a group of women that were from St. Louis, and they were there for a teachers convention. I'm dancing with this one woman, and she's all over me. She's feeling my chest. She's putting her arm around me. She's kissing my neck. I'm feeling it. We start kissing passionately. And then I take her hand, and then I just freaking noticed that she didn't even bother to take her wedding ring off. And I took her hand and I said, what the hell is this? And it wasn't like a funny. I was like seriously pissed because I have a moral code. I have a bro code, and I've had it long before I started doing men's work, that I would never touch another man's woman. Mm-mm. And I said, come on. And she goes, oh, I know, but we're here and he doesn't have to know. I want to feel like a woman again. And you're the kind of man that would just absolutely get me to melt. And her girlfriends are all married, and they're all cheering her on with me. And I'm looking at them and I are you kidding me? Are like, oh my God. So no, that's not going to happen. But I went back to the hotel, got back to with my buddies, and they were having the same experience of all these married women hitting on them. And we made a pact. That night we made a pact, and we said that there is no way in hell that if we're ever in a serious relationship and she says that, hey, me and the girls are going to go to Vegas, or me and the girls are going here or here or here, it's a hell no. And this is not coming from some draconian misogynistic expression. No, this is coming from true hard facts about what could possibly derail the relationship. And you've really got to pay attention to what's happening, because what is going on is hypergamy. If you're not familiar with that word, it is essentially trading up. They know what they have, and then some man will give them some attention, and perhaps he's a baller. Perhaps he is a man with status, and they like that. Well, there's the potential that I could possibly have, and he's kind of into me, and he's a far cry from my sad sack husband that just sits on the couch all day. It's very real, brothers. Even though nothing may happen on the trip or in the evening, but it can be the start of emotional detachment. Girls' weekends, girls' night out are often the breeding ground for doubt, comparison, and the slow erosion of commitment. Sadly, a lot of really good men ignore these red flags, and they end up paying the price. Just like our buddy in San Diego. His beautiful wife is in Las Vegas having a great time with her girls, and she's cheating on him. But I guarantee you, he wanted to appear cool and like it didn't bother him, and that he was okay with the situation. He didn't want to come across as being controlling. And a lot of good men fear that he's going to lose her if he steps up, or she's going to go into her story and drama and create a whole lot more chaos if he puts his foot down. But here's the rub on that. Silence can also be a sign of weakness to her. It also indicates a lack of leadership within the relationship container. She knows that you don't have any values and boundaries. And this whole weekend or the evening could be a test of that as well. So what do you do if your beloved says, hey, I'm going out with the girls tonight, or I'm going on a girls' weekend. We're doing a stagette in Las Vegas or in another city. Don't be reactive out of fear. Don't get into that state that shows the little boy within. You've got to bring it up from a place of grounded masculinity. This is you in your leadership. You've got to be in the right frame to address this. Your boundaries and your values have to be expressed from a place of strength. You can say something like this: babe, I trust you. I really do. But I do not trust the environment. And I do not trust the intentions of others. This is not about control. This is about honoring the container that we have. Now, here's what happens next. You are to watch how she either reacts or responds to your boundary. This is going to be incredibly telling that if she goes off and beats a little girl and a little brat and stomps and does her thing, then you know that there's something going on here. But if she is feeling your strength and she is saying things to you that will either mitigate your fears, the issues, and addresses your boundary head on, then there's a possibility here. Now, if she goes in spite of your boundaries, stay calm. And you want to stay in your masculine frame. You do not want to be needy, and you don't want to be the guy constantly texting her. That's a disaster right there. And now the next part is when she comes home. Watch her behavior, how she shows up for you. Is she distant? Is there some guilty energy that she's feeling? Is she overcompensating in certain areas? You want to prepare for a conversation or a possible new outcome. Now, as much as it is about her and her going away with her girlfriends and having a great time, this is about you. This is about men and about your values and boundaries. Having manifested a woman like that in your life that will prioritize events like that put her in a situation where she can cheat, she can flirt, she can play, even if that's not part of her agenda. She's going to be around those that have that as part of their agenda. And that can influence her very much. So the fact that she is choosing that over you and the relationship, that has to be something that you need to look at, and you need to go within as to why you're creating that. Because you are. You're creating a situation that has the potential to blow up. And maybe, just maybe, you've created a relationship environment where that blow up needs to happen, that she doesn't get to feel sexy anymore around you. She doesn't get to be playful and flirtatious. And now she's doing these things because she needs to be validated that, hey, I'm still sexy, I'm still desired. You, my friend, as her king, you need to be able to provide the container for that. So she never feels that she needs to get that outside of the relationship. This is on you. Yeah, when you own who and what you are as a remarkable man, chances are she's going to think twice about going. Or it's going to be a toned down version where it's just a spa weekend at a spa retreat, not Vegas, not nightclubs and partying all night. You know that her and her friends chose wisely, just like you would if you're in a committed relationship. You're not going to go to Vegas. You might do a guy's golf weekend where you know damn well maybe it's going to be the cart girl would be the hottest thing you see all weekend, but you know you don't have a chance with a 19-year-old, and you're not going to even try, right? That's my point, is that you are choosing venues to go blow off steam that are in honor of the relationship container that you've created. And you're going to trust that your beloved is doing the same thing. It's going to come down to her respect for you. She's going to make her choices from that place. Gentlemen, I want you to really tap into your gut. If she's leaving and you feel something is not right, listen to it, because it's usually on point. This is going to be a big test for you. And this is about you expressing your values and boundaries. This is not a place to be silent and be passive. and just let things unfold as they may. This is important that you talk about it. She still may go, but she may be a little bit more respective of the man that she has waiting at home. And she's going to be thinking about you. And while her girls are having fun, she might be texting you or even phoning you or doing a FaceTime to let you know that she is in the hotel and she's done for the night. But this is about you being the remarkable man and coming from that frame. You are the kind of man that she will never want to risk losing. This is obviously a very nuanced conversation. If this video landed for me, how did it land? Have you had an experience where your girlfriend or your wife went on a girl's weekend and it just messed everything up? She cheated, things went sideways. Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to do a deeper dive and work one-on-one, I highly recommend booking your breakthrough discovery call. Let's have a powerful conversation about where you want your next breakthrough. And brothers, also get my book, The Remarkable Man. Champions to women, here's the children, brothers to each other. It is a true game changer. Trying to focus it here. It is the book that started this movement. Get your copy today. Join the Remarkable Man Project School community. This is your brotherhood, your place to get the leadership, the tools, and the insights you need to be the remarkable man, the 2.0 version that you have within yourself. Click the link in the description. It's free, brothers. Look forward to seeing you there. Gentlemen, we are in a crazy upside down woke agenda world. But what this world needs most are men stepping up to be remarkable men. And my question to you is, will you be one of them? Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good to yourself. And remember, you're not alone on the journey. At the Remarkable Man Project, we cut your back. Cheers.